Hey, on today's IGL podcast, we're getting back into the world of VR and talking about The Void, Star Wars, Secrets of the Empire.
Ooh.
How do you think this pose is working for me? Should I?
No, wait, no, less shoulders, more
less shoulders.
We're going to talk about the Ready Player One experience,
but
too.
more shoulders?
More.
Also shoulders, apparently.
Just perfect.
I feel great right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the IGL podcast, season 4, episode 2. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm Josie.
And I'm Kyle.
Welcome back, guys. We're getting into the groove of things. We're getting that train back on the track.
I like it. I'm feeling it. I'm getting
Don't
back
feel the
in.
table though. They
Don't
don't like
touch the
they don't
table.
like when you touch the table.
The freaking sound
I'm learning
courier hates
things
when we
today.
touch the table.
Little inside
Josie,
baseball
don't
for you
touch
guys.
That's your.
All right. She's a
Thin
wild
ice,
one,
man.
and
Thin
that's why we
ice.
invited her, folks.
right.
No, on today's IGL podcast, we're talking about what's near and dear to my heart, VR. I know you thought I was going to say beer or something like that. No, virtual reality, and
That's what's near to my heart.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's like listen,
Beer, VR, making fun of the two guys who like beer and VR.
Beer
That's-
VR is the name of our bar that we're going to be opening. Actually,
good idea.
thank you. No, I know it's a VR bar. We're going to talk about it. The
We need to get on
point
that.
of today's
No, you
episode,
get to
though.
open it with us.
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll be
cool.
there.
We need to
Yeah,
get- we
we're
need
gonna
more
have.
shadow investors.
You're gonna do like a promotional appearance and like sign
Okay, cool,
like
yeah.
pictures and stuff
No,
like that.
I'm kind
It'll
of
be
a big
great.
deal.
Yeah, no. Check her out on Instagram. It's crazy. No, it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to. Don't be shy now.
Check her out on YouTube where she's terrible at video games.
Yes. And on our channel where she's gonna be terrible at video games too.
You can
But
be terrible at a lot of places.
VR LA is actually coming up, and the IGL podcast is apparently going to be there, is what I've heard. So if you're a developer,
rumor.
if you're a fan, and you want to hang out, and you want to, I know I'm a little presumptuous in the second part, but if you're a developer, and you have some stuff you want us to come check out, let us know.
Yeah.
Comment down below.
The people in this
Definitely.
room don't even fucking like us.
Listen, I'm just
We
being
can come make fools
realistic.
of ourselves in front of your booth. It'll
Because
be good.
yeah,
It's good for
as,
business.
as realistic as we are, virtually realistic. I don't know how I was really going to tie that all together.
How do you feel about this so
So,
far?
I feel pretty good about it.
good.
The Void VR Theater, if you go down to downtown Disney, or you go down, they actually just recently opened also in Glendale, lovely Glendale Galleria.
Wow.
Go check them out. But they are currently promoting the Star Wars Secrets of the Empire VR experience.
I need this
So,
in my life.
This is a fully immersive VR experience. It is not the Gear VR first off where you just have the controller. It's not the Vive where you have a room. This is built into a interactive experience. I can't really think of the word because you've never done anything like this before.
So it's
you
not.
know?
It's,
Yeah.
It's not a controller, and it's not.
It's a little bit.
Do you
It's,
feel like
it's
you're in a
kind of a
ship or
mix.
something,
Yes, it's
or-
kind of a mix
Okay.
of like a game and an escape room, somewhat. So the experience starts. You have a big backpack on. There's a computer inside of your backpack that's helping out with all the logistical nonsense. Very technological. You have your headset on. Basically,
captivated.
when they set you up, you're just sitting down. You put the visor on. The second you put your visor on, you could look next to your friend and you're Stormtroopers.
Okay.
You're undercover
Gotcha.
Stormtroopers. You're on a ship. Pretty soon, KS-29, the sassy robot from Rogue One. Rogue One is there.
A sassy robot.
Which is, that's the reason they picked him for this experience. But you're flying in on a ship. You're flying in on a ship, and he's saying, we're going to Mustafar. We're going to go to the rebel base. You got to get some information. Make sure nobody knows. You got to be undercover. Make sure nobody knows it's you.
Okay.
But the experience is very visceral. So you're sitting down, but you feel like you're on the spaceship. The doors open. You stand up. You walk through the doors to the
Okay.
next part of the experience, which is
Okay.
technically in a different room. But the experience is basically developed to make you feel as if you're going around this base. There's parts with an elevator that you feel like you're moving up or down.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So how do you walk to the other room without physically walking into another room?
No,
Is that
you're
like the
you're
cool
physically.
I am
floor,
I am
or is it
doing
just that
it.
big?
If you looked over from the top, it looks almost. I would assume it looks like a little lab rat maze. Like
Oh, so
I'm
it's like a-
standing up and I'm
Yeah.
walking into another room.
Oh, okay.
If you don't do that, what they were telling us in the Void was that you have people that are around you. If you don't do what necessarily you're supposed to do, they'll kind of like nudge you in the right direction. Is what I've been told.
Okay, so that's where the escape room comparison kind
Yeah,
of comes in.
well,
There's a
but
little bit of
There's
finessing.
so yeah, through the experience, there's so you're gonna pick up a gun. You're gonna obtain a gun at some point and
Okay.
use that. I'm not going to tell you anything else. You're going to fight some monsters and things like that. But there's also interactive experiences that take place. Like there's a portion where there's kind of like a memory game that's
Okay.
set up. Like I ran up to a console and there's flashing lights and I have to follow the flashing lights. And my wife, who was in the experience with me, she's on the left. She's
Pointing
shooting.
at me.
She's shooting. My wife is shooting stormtroopers over here in the other room.
do
So
that,
you could kind of switch if you wanted to. But that was
Okay.
like.
Is it like choose your own adventure too, or is it like there's one storyline, there's
one
possible
storyline.
outcome?
There's what they basically told us is like if you didn't do that portion correctly, that the KS29 kind of comes around. He's like, I have to do everything for you guys, and he'll finish the code
Okay.
to make sure that you go to the next portion of what they want you to see in the experience. But in terms of an actual like immersive experience, it is unparalleled. I mean, like. I get it. It's like
virtually scolded by a sassy robot.
well, and virtually scalded by a monster. There's this lava monster that he's like throwing lava at you, and he literally you feel heat, you feel the bump of like when it gets
pretty
thrown at you,
fantastic.
and you feel heat, and it's like just little things like that make the experience so cute. You know, you walk into the experience. And there's a door, and they say like maybe you should use the Jedi mind trick on the door to like get into like where you put your helmet on and stuff. And literally like you go like this, and the door moves. And it's, like,
that's
very,
cool.
Very just little things like
Adorable.
that.
Are there lightsabers?
No lightsaber. You don't use a lightsaber. No spoilers. I'm not going to say anyone else who's.
Okay.
There's cameos in there. It's very cool. It's about a 20-minute long experience of just something
How
totally
big is
unique.
the space that you're going to be doing this in? Is it
So
like,
if you're going through downtown
is it
Disney,
as large as the beautiful IGL studio? Like, well, that's what I want to know.
you're
Is it
setting
larger?
up. Okay. What I don't know is when the helmet's on, I don't know how large that space is. If I
Okay.
had to guess, I would say probably like 3 small rooms and a few hallways.
Okay.
You know, but like I said, if you looked on the top down, I assume they have a couple different stations too, but they all follow the same parameters.
Sure.
You know, and if you're walking through downtown Disney too, it's not a huge building. It literally looks like they converted like a janitor's broom closet.
Okay,
And they're like,
right.
Hey guys, come on, there's cool virtual reality in here.
Well, they had
Check
an
it
old
out."
virtual reality janitor game, not as popular, decided to do Star Wars.
I have played that game. It's pretty fun.
Very
The
solid business decision.
Yeah.
Job Simulator,
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
Job
Let's
Simulator,
throw
the
this
janitor
away.
edition.
Yeah. Good job,
So it's in
Captain Cassian.
Glendale now. The Star Wars one is signed up, I believe, till the end of April at least. My fan theory is that it may convert because they could do. The Void is popular for doing all sorts of interactive licensed experiences. They've done Ghostbusters in New York and Madame
right.
Tussauds. Now they've done Star Wars. I'm guessing maybe something Avengers based, Marvel based.
This would make sense.
Especially because like at the Disney thing, so I don't know, maybe some Infinity Wars type experience would be super dope.
But
know-
you make
well, you
like
know
an
that-
appointment, or did you just
Yes,
show
you
up
have to. Yeah,
blind?
you can show up. I've been told that it's really sold out on the weekends usually.
Okay.
So try to make your appointment online. If you go to the Void's website, they have the ability there that you can schedule
Okay.
your time, and it's like 30 minutes overall. But unmatched. You know, something similar that I've done recently too that I wanted to talk about in the episode is Ready Player One, which has a lot of virtual reality in it, which is a very, very cool movie. All of your favorite cartoon references and
Iron
characters.
Giant was in it. That's all you need to
That's
know.
no other
Iron
spoilers.
Giant.
And Battletoads.
Best. Oh yeah, that's also very good. Best
The
animated
perfect
film of all
Easter
time.
egg hunt. This
So-
movie.
Okay.
They had a little experience in Hollywood in the run-up to the movie that it wasn't a virtual experience, but it was almost like, if you've ever been to Knott's Berry Farm or Hollywood Horror Nights, it's kind of like an interactive maze with some actors in there, but really cool to see. They had a setup of the stacks. You could see a lot of props from the movie. And then once you go in, you had to kind of find the 3 keys. So it was, doing, there's a portion that they had an Oasis dance room set up, and you had to jump over a little thing, and that was a way to get the key. So you find the 3 keys, you get to go to the Oasis at the end. It's also cool, before you go in, there was a little bit of trivia while you're waiting online, so you could win tickets to see the movie. I won tickets.
Waiting where?
Like before you go into the
Like
experience.
waiting,
line.
like waiting in line.
Yeah. Oh, god damn.
Got
If
it.
you're from the East Coast,
Let's hear it.
you say, I don't even know if it's an East Coast, it's probably a Long Island thing, but I think living on an island, I frequently say that. I won the movie tickets, but I have Movie Pass, but it was cool. Fandango codes. I am so shook right now.
I got him. I got him, man. I got him.
Don't be like
Say
me, kids.
Super Mario Brothers.
No, listen, that's for another episode. You guys got to watch for that. So, the Ready Player One experience, super dope and cool. I took a picture in the DeLorean, you guys. I don't know if
What?
they're showing you that right now, but
Are they going to show us?
in the real DeLorean, they told me it was the real DeLorean. What do I know? But it smelled real.
Is it a real DeLorean?
Listen, I was in the 80s for a couple years, and this thing smelled like the 80s. It was amazing. I
Oh,
can only
man.
assume it was some type of real
Smelled like a
DeLorean.
bunch of Cyndi Lauper 7
They had a little...
Still not as bad.
It smelled like Captain Lou Albano's beard. They had a little section at the end where you could buy like the Funko Pop figures from the movie and stuff. I don't know why they weren't giving that out for free.
They're expensive, man. You can't just Funko Pop everybody.
But I
to
thought maybe,
see.
if I found the key, you would give me a free Funko T-shirt pop.
You already won the trivia, man.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
So ungrateful.
We
That's what
should.
I was gonna say.
Ah.
Glad you said it.
You guys weren't even there. You
Yeah,
guys weren't
rub
even
it
there.
in. Just keep rubbing it in.
From everyone at the IGL podcast who is not going to invite you guys to any of this stuff
Okay,
anymore.
wow. That's very
Especially not VRLA at
Got
the
shady
beginning of
over
next
here. No,
month.
we're all gonna be
Check
there.
it out.
Very shady.
VRLA, if you're a developer, get at me on Instagram. I'm at JustGentile or Twitter, Justin_Gentile. Let us know. Comment. Actually, the easiest thing would be comment down below.
You can get me. You can get me. It might be right here. You can get me, Kyle Duncan Graham, at KDuncanG on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to find me on the PSN, you can get me at High Dive Champion. Do that.
I think I'm
Play
Just
video
Gentile on PSN, and because I had the PS4 online now. So
So
I think
you can do that.
we're gonna play Fortnite, you guys. No, I'm just
Play
kidding.
all
I'll
the
play
things.
Fortnite.
You can also find me on the internet all over the place. It's
her.
Josie the Fiend, all one word. Instagram, YouTube. Yeah.
Made me warm inside.
Yeah.
So
And
thank
are
you guys
gonna be
for
terrible
watching.
at video games then too?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Only the good ones. For everyone at the Hollywood Redux channel, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. See ya. Bye.
Bye.